we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens.
Please welcome your 2026 Baltimore Ravens.
Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're underway from the bank. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, and the most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Jackson, quick pass wide. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Colts first down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Now he takes it. And they take him down right along the 30.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
Ball right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches. Cook trying this one up the gut. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Bronk. It's a new set of downs at the 27. Looks like they're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And he'll take what he can get here, Brock, sliding down with a gain of 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Right side into the hands of Adams. He's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Lamar now from the gun. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Colts first down. First and goal, Indianapolis.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Cook. Can't push it across. They make the stand. Looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And this is an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts finish up an excellent opening series. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown. Well, we all know, Brock, you want your players to get better as the game goes on and as they settle into a contest. But, man, it is tough to imagine this guy getting any better than he was on that opening drive, huh?
Yeah, you hear me all the time just talk about getting a quarterback in the rhythm, right?
Yeah.
Just the feel of the game. Yeah, you can't be much better than that. A perfect 5 for 5 and finish it off for 6. That is a sweet feeling heading to the sidelines.
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Ravens, nothing.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Rasheen Ali on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. They're led out by the Colorado and Jackson State products. It's Shedeur Sanders.
People who get stuck on the last name or draft day fall will lose sight of the QB that this guy can be in the NFL. Confidence is a funny thing, especially from the outside, to judge what it may look like, what it may sound like, but I know this. You got to have it to play in this league.
This is our last play of the quarter. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. So we're through one. The Colts have taken the early lead. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at 2nd and 4. This is cut by Isaiah Likely. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So first down from the 41. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And the stop is made after 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Again, this is Mitchell. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Sanders going to throw here on first. On him quick, and they bring it down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Last play sent him back across midfield here, second and long. Here's Sanders now. Gets it to him on the screen. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Sanders now on third down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Colts and Lamar Jackson are ready to go again on offense. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early, and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
First down. Here's Lamar. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That play good for 17 on a first down.
17 yards. And the Colts first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
Not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. It's downfield. He's got it. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. On first down, Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, but they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And this one does not go far.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches. They really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Colts first down. An 8-yard pickup.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Handoff headed right. It's Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Cook. He finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's 3rd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Blitz coming, Lamar. Pulled in by his back, Cook. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Throw is caught. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Groupie sends it through. And despite that bad snap, they're able to tack on 3.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the 2nd best thing you can do. You could take all the time down, put points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for 1 more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half. Final throw before the break. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Ali to return it. Showing a little burst so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Here comes the Baltimore offense to begin quarter number 3. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Mitchell gets it from the gun. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. To the air on first down. Sanders stepping up, and he's going to run. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. The Colts pick it up. And they're able to add some extra yards onto the turnover too, Brock, as this defense steals away possession.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose. Ball away from his body in a prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
From the gun, Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Complete to Devontae Adams. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Ravens going with a dime package now. 3rd down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number 1 thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
Colts going to kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback. Baltimore running its offense out now. They lost it in enemy territory their last time out. Never a spot you want to fumble. So I imagine, Brock, it's going to be 2 hands on the football as they return to the field. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Mitchell off the pistol give. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Throw right side is caught by Hopkins. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Play action, Sanders. Likely's got it right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
A tight end in motion now. Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
9 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Eighth play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Mitchell up the middle. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's stopped just a little short of the goal line. He's down to the 2. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
To throw now is Sanders. Dump off caught by his back. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. And He's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens making a 4-point game here in the fourth. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. Ooh, snaps a little slow, and the kick is blocked. He's at midfield. The 30. And he is into the end zone, so they steal 2 points on the block kick and return.
Let's call those, Kate, some growing pains for this rookie kicker. All these kickers making the jump from college to the NFL, well, they got to adjust to a much longer kick. And you know what else they've got to adjust to? The speed and the athleticism of those defenders to block that kick. Let's call this a hard lesson learned.
Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Another one for Cook. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. He'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. The Colts are ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. On 1st down, here's Sanders. And this is lofted deep down the middle. Well, they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw, swatted away by the defense.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was 1 hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Throwing again here, Sanders. Short pass brought in. And this one doesn't go far.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens down by a touchdown. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw it. That one finds his man, likely. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
And a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. The give now to Mitchell. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense, not on that one.
Less than 40 seconds to work with. Here comes 2nd and 10. Back to throw. To the left and rolled in by Likely. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Looking to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And 4th and 4 coming up. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Drop pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So it's the Colts who come away with a win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Baltimore.